219-845-1100. Hey, Joe, what's up?
Not much, my little friend, but first thing is, neighborhood watch people are not supposed to be carrying weapons. And if the person would have stood down, Zimmerman would have stood down like they told him to, none of this would have happened. The dispatcher told him to stand down. That made him the aggressor once he didn't stand down.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, there's a lot of neighborhood watch, crime watches, and community watches around here. Should they be carrying guns? That's a good question.
They don't carry them. I'll bet you if we asked Mayor Tom on Friday if the Edison watch people carry weapons, he would tell you no. They are prohibited from doing it. And that's the point I'm getting at. This man had no reason to be carrying the firearm. When he did that, that made him the aggressor. And like Max just said, though, if you got a weapon, you don't. But there's none of this kid's DNA is nowhere on this man. That's the problem I'm having. The problem, how is it self-defense if you can't find any of the boy's DNA on him?
You think George Zimmerman should go to jail for what he did?
Yes. Yes.
All right, leave it there. Thanks.
I disagree with the person who said that it was it's open black season if they don't find him guilty. I don't believe that at all because I have a lot of friends that are African American. They don't see it this way. Only the people I bet you Gloria would see it that way because she's a racist. But the gentleman who called and didn't give his name, he was a racist.
Why is Gloria racist?
You ever listen to her talk?
A couple of times.
When you're not sitting back, not when you're sitting back and laughing at her.
I'm not laughing. She and I laugh together a lot of things. I don't consider her racist.
You haven't. Then you need to sit back and listen to the tapes, and then listen to her when she's talking to the crazy dude at night, Larry the K.
Larry the K. All right, you're right. I don't hear them talking together very often.
Because she has tantrums where she goes off, and it's nothing about. Well, when I came out here, and it's not that way anymore, hon. It's not been that way for 40 years out here.
So you think Gloria's a racist?
Yes, I do. And if I were to see her ever to meet her, I'd tell her that to her face. I live with an African American woman. Okay. We have more problems with the African American people when we go out than we do anybody else. They want to know why she's with me.
Really?
Really.
What do you mean by that? I mean, what do they approach you and say things to you?
One night we're standing in a club. It was Pepe's Tacos in Maryville, which we don't go into anymore. And a dude come up and said, "What you doing with him?" Because I'm older than she is, but I'm broker than poor, and she's got the money, so that's good. But I'm sitting there, and and I start to get up, and she gets in between me and him, and said, "I'll be with who I want to be." And then two of her friends, they all came over and 2 minutes later, she says, "It's time to leave this place. These people are just nothing but ghettos."
So do you get similar responses from white people?
No. If they do, they might be doing it behind somebody's back, but they're not openly doing it and not trying to challenge it.
So how long you been with the black woman?
Off and on for the last 10 years.
Really? And do you guys live together or what?
Yes.
In which community?
Right now we're living in what's called Cal Township.
Okay, you living in Cal Township, and how are you accepted there?
Oh, nobody cares one way or the other over there. When we lived in Gary, we had a problem. Actually, Cal Township's called Gary too, but you know what I mean.
So how is your, you're probably your better half. How is she taking the Trayvon Martin case?
We haven't talked about it. I should ask her about it before I call you next time.
Ask her about it tonight and call me tomorrow. Talk to you.
All right, bye.
Talk to you. Let's go to Ramon on line 1. Hey, Ramon, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I was calling in. I was drinking my grape pop mixed with orange punch. I was listening.
Grape pop and orange punch.
Right. Call it grapage.
Grapage?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good at all, by the way. I mean, typically you tell me you're eating a potato with all this other stuff. And that
All right.
doesn't sound. Anyways, all right, go ahead. What's up? What's up?
Oh, I was calling in. I was that Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, what about it?
But it's just hard to say because I don't really know nothing about it. I haven't been keeping up on it.
Well, I mean, what do you think about all the discussion today then?
And I was listening. I think a lot of people got it wrong.
What do you mean?
I don't think nothing's gonna happen.
If Zimmerman gets off, do you think that there will be a lot of angry black people rioting in Miami and in other areas?
I don't see why they're killing each other in Gary, Chicago. What's the difference?
What do you mean by that?
It's hard to explain. It's killing people everywhere. They got to put the stop to all of it, not just that.
How do you do that, Ramon?
Yeah, because some guy got killed on 15th and First Street yesterday.
Shot?
Yeah. It ain't in the paper yet.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that. I was going to say I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I don't know. Well, why don't you follow the trial today? Because it's a closing argument. It could, it's kind of a historic moment. Why don't you follow?
Ain't nothing historic about that.
Well, I mean, there's you got a neighborhood watch guy killing a young kid. I mean, there's issues there of how
But
far.
it won't be as strong as a set of precedent for them guys won't carry guns.
Well, I mean, that's one of the issues. Should these neighborhood watch folks that are trying to aid the police and so forth, should they be carrying guns at all? I know. Mike, Conservation Mike, would say yes, but I mean, there's a lot of issues to it, and there's a racial issue, Ramon. And you know what I'm saying? Young black kid walking through a white neighborhood. What does that mean going forward? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Never had no trouble.
Yeah, I mean, but Joe called in and he said that he tells his kids, watch yourself and don't walk through white neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah, but who was the guy said something about Fifth and Broadway?
About what?
Did he tell his kids don't walk in Fifth and Broadway?
Oh, that was a white guy. That was Tim from Gary.
That's the wrong thing to do, though.
Well, I mean, there's.
I'm telling you one thing, okay? Now, if they do go in Gary and say the car happened to break down the stump and it stopped on Fifth and Washington, now they got fear in their house. See, when you show fear, stuff happen to you. You don't know nothing about it. You walk off and you go on your way and find where you're going.
If you show fear, that's when you have a problem. I see what you're saying. All right, man. Well, let's see what happens. You follow that thing a little today. I'm telling you, man. It'll give us something to talk about tomorrow. All right?
Oh, I'm always going to have something to talk about.
I know that. Hey, man, how's that? You drank that whole grape /
No, grapeage.
Grapeage. Talk to you. See you later. It sounds absolutely not appetizing whatsoever. Hey, Dave, would you ever take grape soda and mix it with orange punch?
That doesn't sound good at all.
It sounds like it cuts. The only good thing about grape soda is the excess carbonation, and you're cutting that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love grape Fanta as much as anybody else. I mean, that's like one of my favorite soda drinks, but I wouldn't want to mix it with anything.
Yeah.
I wanted to chime in.